A lot of people don't understand covenant. What is a covenant?
Well, a covenant is really two becoming one. We live in a contract-oriented society. In the United States, Western culture, we tend to understand contracts instead of covenants. And they're very different. I've heard ministers before say that a covenant is a kind of contract. And I don't agree. They're just completely different.
Yeah, they are different.
They even have a different foundation to them and things like this. But we tend to use them interchangeably. And again, I think they're very different, so we shouldn't do that.
Covenant, the word literally means cutting. Okay, it means cutting. Like when you were kids, did you ever become blood brothers? You cut your finger and you mingled the blood. It's two becoming one. That's what a covenant is. Okay, it's a disposition of property. What I have becomes yours, and what you have becomes mine. Your assets and liabilities.
In a contract, we think, okay, if you do your part, I'll do mine.
That's a contract.
A lot of times we bring that into marriage, but marriage is a covenant, so that's different. In a covenant, even if you don't do your part, I'll do mine. In fact, if you don't do your part, I'll do it all. A lot of times
That's
people
covenant.
think marriage is a 50-50 proposition, but really it's 100-100.
Right.
Because there are a lot of days where I'm at 5%, and Rebecca's got to be at 95 on those days.
Actually.
And occasionally she's maybe at 49, and I got to be at 51 those days. That's rare, but once in a while.
But we need to be at 100-100.
Yeah, well, it's 100-100. I'm
Yes.
saying we do.
Yes.
We make up the difference. How much that difference is.
However
even if
much
it's
the
100.
difference is. Yes.
Does that make
So,
sense?
covenant does not contain the idea of joint obligation like a contract. Okay? In covenant, we are individually responsible to fulfill the obligations of the whole thing. Okay? A contract is I do my part. A covenant is, if need be, I do everything. It's very different than how people think.
Yeah. So this is where the cake comes in. Okay. So we have this piece of cake here. So this is my cake.
In a covenant is based on trust between parties. The assets and liabilities of each party now belong together. This is our cake. Not your cake, our cake.
Does that make sense? And in a contract, I just do my part. Okay, Rebecca, that's your cake. There's a bug on your cake. I'm glad that's not my cake.
A covenant is based on unlimited responsibility and liability.
Yeah. Even if I don't do my part, she still does hers.
I'm
Amen?
taking care of the bug.
Contracts involve promises, okay? I tell you what, Rebecca, I will promise you, if you will save this cake till later, I'll go wash the car.
Okay.
That's her job. Y'all remember the last marriage minute? Yeah. So you agree?
Okay, I agree.
I'm going to wash the car. I cannot believe. You know what? Covenants involve oaths. I'll do my part. Even if you don't, you do yours. I'm going to go wash the car.
Good job. I'm eating cake.
So, contracts exchange goods or services. Like, I'll build a house if you'll pay me the money, right? Or whatever, contracts. But covenants are different. So we have something under the cloth there. It's another piece of cake.
This was my cake.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you this chocolate cake that you've been chowing down on, so give me that white cake. How about that? Yeah. So this is the contract. We're exchanging goods and services.
Right.
But covenants exchange persons. Two become one. So she's mine.
I like that better.
Amen? Yeah, that's better.
Amen.
Contract versus covenant.